Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And starting in this one, Mackenzie Gore. What's the scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
All right, ready to go here. Now it's the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. The pitch. And that one wrapped foul.
That's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
Strike two.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That one not close. And the count is even, 2-2. Caught him looking for the K. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And that's in for a strike. Rodriguez, a rangy center fielder, batting second in today's lineup, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. 1 out, bases empty. And that one clips the corner.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
This one in the air. Gallo in position. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Now Scott Service lined up for the Seattle Mariners. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty. And that one clips the corner. The 1-2. Out to center. Robles moving under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back in Washington, D.C. On the hill for the Mariners, Luis Castillo.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
In the air to left center. Rodriguez heads towards it. He's got it. And there's one away. Here's Dave Martinez lined up for the Nationals. Here's Lane Thomas. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. In the air, right field. Sizes this one up. And makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman.
And now it's Joey Gallo. And Chris, probably no other player better represents present-day baseball than this guy. A lot of power, a lot of strikeouts, and some walks. And a strike.
Really important for the pitcher to not get proud, stay with the scouting report, and don't.
Oh, and that deflects off his glove. And they get the out after the ricochet. Inning over. Nothing doing for Washington. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second. Stepping in the long ball threat, Mitch Garver.
Mitch Garver.
And the pitch. That misses the zone. 1-0. Here's a strike. 95 of that one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Kicks and fires. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. That one almost got him. Got him. 1 out.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now it's going to be Cal Raleigh in there for strike 1.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Speaking of dingers, he's the second fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 away. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Now at the plate, Ty France. And that chance handled. Slings to first, and the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Mariners go down quietly there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Joey Meneses. Castillo back to work. And a good eye there. Castillo, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
So now 1-2. And another ball. The line to kick the pitch. That one inside. Counts full, 3-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Eddie Rosario in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Righty to the plate. Bounding ball here. Rolls foul. Got it by him for the K.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. That catches the outside corner. Strike one. Meneses stands at first with one out. Up and in, and the count 1-2.
It's a good take.
1-2 now. Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. No score here in the second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Okay. Luis Garcia stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Two outs. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Haniger makes the catch, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one left on base. We head on down to the top of the third. No score. Back here in Nationals Park, top half of the third inning, and now for Seattle, Luke Raley. The pitch. And takes low for ball one. Down the line. Rosario pulls it in on the run.
Batting it. The right fielder.
Now batting Mitch Haniger. Ground ball up the middle. Abrams on the run. Throw to first. And they take care of Haniger for the out.
Batting done. The third baseman, number 16.
Here's Luis Arias. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's Nick Senzel. The wind of the pitch. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Raleigh makes the grab, one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And delivers outside. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 2-1. Base hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Robles over at first with one away. Castillo will look to first. Robles dives back in. Runner on the move. There's a ball. And it's safe. It's a stolen base.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. And that's outside. And the count 2-1. Man at second. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Left-hand batter waits. Way inside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Lane Thomas. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Outside. And the count even 1-1. Man on second, 2 down. And 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third out, and that ends the frame. So 1 hit is all they get. 3 innings complete. We're tied, 0-0. Back in Washington, D.C. as we go to the top of the fourth. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, J.P. Crawford. And a pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The shortstop takes the ball. The pitch. And there's a ball.
2-1.
Just off the inside edge.
3-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
There's a swing and a drive. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Thomas whips it in quickly. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. He popped out his first time. There's a strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Here comes a pitch. Curveball drops in there.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that's a base hit. Fires it to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Top of the zone for a called strike. Polanco, a former All-Star, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Next offer in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Runner at first with no outs here. And that's outside. 1-2 to count.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
And now the lefty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 gone.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has putter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. Around second is Rodriguez. And now a wide throw to third.
Now
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So one out with two aboard. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Strike one. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Off the plate, 1-1. Traffic on the bases with one already in at top half of inning number 4. That one ran inside, almost got him. Comes a 2-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Thomas settles underneath it, brings it in. Runner tags from third. Just ahead of the throw, he scores. And they lead by 2.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
And now the first baseman, Ty France. 0 for 1 so far. That's outside. Ball 1.
1-0.
Garver, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped foul out of play off to the right. Two outs. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Tough play and a nice forehand stop. Had to be perfect right there with the exchange and throw to get the out, but looked like he had to dig into the glove a little bit more to get a good grip. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
First and second, 2 down. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. Left field. Has a beat on it. Corrals it. And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mariners 2 and the Nationals nothing. Bottom of the 4th. Here's a big power threat. Joey Gallo.
the first baseman, Joey.
After putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Deal 1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Joey Meneses digging in for the Nationals. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. And another ball. 1 down, base is empty.
That's the ball. 3-0.
And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Right side, hard hit. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The left fielder, number 8, Eddie Rosario.
Here's Eddie Rosario.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Rodriguez heads towards it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for Seattle, Mitch Haniger.
Mitch Haniger.
Gore back to work. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And here is Luis Urias. Swings here and blasts one left field. Rosario going back, and he brings it into the warning track.
The batter, number 3, JP Crawford.
So the lineup flips over, and up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford, 1 for 2. Swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Haniger, the base runner at first with 1 out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ground ball left side. And it gets by him. The throw in. Tag. Got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third.
As a base runner right there, you're making a call yourself. This ball is clearly in front of you, and you've got to know for sure if you're going to be able to make it safely to third. That time he was wrong, as a really nice throw came into third.
Now a chance for Julio Rodriguez. On the ground to short, Abrams. And that is the inning. Mariners leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in Nationals Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Hebert Ruiz. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. First pitch swinging.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That's a base hit, so a man on base to start the inning.
The batter, number 2.
Dominant performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And now it's Luis Garcia. He's 0 for 1. This to center field. Rodriguez heads towards it. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Nick Senzel.
Here's the third baseman, Nick Senzel. Popped out and foul ground first time through. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Ouch, that one drilled him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boo.
Here's Victor Robles. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Right-hander kick steals. Strike two. The Nationals trailing by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 5.
Stepping in, C.J. Abrams. Little chopper rolls foul. First and second, 2 down. Check swing, no appeal. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
2 on, 2 outs. The shortstop takes the ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 outs. And it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Got him. That's out number 3.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Top 6. And stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco.
Both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Ball.
Moving in the bullpen, Jordan Weems looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Floro also throwing. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Mackenzie Gore done for the day. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Jordan Weems comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And next is the designated hitter, Mitch Garver. There's a strike. 95 of that one. And the pitch.
Oh.
And that one fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the sixth. And now the count is even.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That misses, and 1-1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now, Ty France.
23. Ty France.
And that's in for a strike. And the right-hander deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Good job to fight that one off. Out towards right center field. Settles under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Lane Thomas. And here it comes. And that one fouled off. The wind of the pitch. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Here's a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Gallo stands in now, looks at that one inside. The wind and the pitch. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Now it's the DH, Joey Meneses. Slider for a strike.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And he deals to the left side, but it is well fouled. Righty delivers, and that's too high. Just off the inside edge.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
And a pitch. And another ball. The Nats trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. In the air, out towards left center. Raley makes the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Up now for Washington, Eddie Rosario. And there's a strike.
0-1.
Gallo off of first with 2 away. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Good eye in that spot.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Kicks and deals. Hebert Ruiz up next for Washington. Two outs. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
He goes down looking. Nationals lead 1. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Dylan Floro.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the left fielder, Luke Raley.
The left fielder, Luke Raley.
And the pitch. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Floro, a 6'2 righty. He features a sinker, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a slider. And it's fouled away. That one missing inside. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout. Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
To the right side, Garcia throws to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
The third baseman, number 16, Luis.
2 outs, base is empty. Luis Urias up next for the Mariners. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. And he takes a strike. And misses inside.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nobody left for Seattle, but they lead it 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now up for Washington, Hebert Ruiz. The Nationals in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Nope.
Just missed. The Mariners have some bullpen action for the first time. Gregory Santos up and loosening in the pen. Stanek, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
And now 2-1. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that one missing low.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
The pitch. And there's ball 4.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot.
Next to hit for the Nats, Luis Garcia.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Nobody out. Runner at first. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. That one the other way. Puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Up now for Washington, Nick Senzel. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Ruiz leads off first with one away. Swings through that one for strike two.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
At the belt and fires. Got him. Now 2 out.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away in the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Victor Robles getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that one is inside ball 1. Hits the corner, and it's 1-1. Two outs. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Kicks and fires. Up the middle. A dive. He's got it. And they get the out. So one left for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jose Ferrer.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the Mariners leadoff man, J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford.
As the lefty gets to work. That's in there, and that's strike one. The shortstop takes a ball. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Struck him out looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Rodriguez, batting with one down, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Sliced hard but foul. And a pitch. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Foul ball. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1.
1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. It gets down, a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
So 2 down, and now the DH, Mitch Garver. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Two outs. On the ground right side. Tosses to first, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mariners 3 and the Nationals nothing. Back in Washington, D.C., the batter will be the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. The line to kick the pitch. Fouled off left side.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Popped up. Urias under this one. Calls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, the right fielder, Thomas.
And now up for Washington, Lane Thomas. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Right through there for his strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw from the warning track if he has to.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Joey Gallo. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Man at first, one away.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across, because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. The pitch. On the ground, 2 ball. The throw to second is offline.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn, because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least one out of it.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Joey Meneses. In there at the knees. And that is strike one. On a line out towards center. Drops into the glove. 2 away down. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Luis Castillo won't go any further, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. Gabe Spire will take over here.
Number 55, Gabe Spire.
So first and second with 2 outs. Next to hit for the Nats, Eddie Rosario. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Called strike right there. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
On the ground, right side, Polanco. Throws to first in time. And that is the inning. So the Nats leave a pair, still down 3-0. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Garcia. Now the catcher up to hit, Cal Raleigh. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Up and in, and a count 1-2.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. You can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
The pitch. Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
France stands in now and watches strike one. Next pitch, not close, up high. That misses off the outside edge. And downstairs. And a foul ball. Three-two now. Swings through him for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for Seattle, Luke Raley. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. 1 there.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That one fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that one is in the dirt. The count now 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. 3-2 on the way. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him swinging. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mariners 3 and the Nationals nothing. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Andres Munoz.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And here's the catcher, Hebert Ruiz.
The catcher, Hebert Ruiz.
The pitch. That's down and in. A slider missed. The 1-2. And another ball. And down on strikes he goes. And one away.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door. Cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Garcia, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Senzel stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Just off the outside edge, and the count is 2-0. The Nats trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Next pitch is downstairs. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 3 runs on 8 hits. 1 error, they left 4 runners on base. For the Nationals, no runs, 5 hits, no errors, they left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.